By Coca-Cola, Dallas has elected to go with the exact same matchday 23s, the side that fell at home last Saturday to Nola. The front row comprised of Canadian international Liam Murray and Argentine international Tomas Barabaiche and Juan Pablo Saiz. Star rookie Sam Gala and Lucas Burr are the locks. Jeronimo Gomez Vara is the captain and blindside flanker. Jackals continue with Danny Christensen and Alejandro Torres as the halfbacks. Luis Atama and Campbell Johnstone are the wings. Argentines Tomas Kubisha and Tommy Molanos are the centers, with their countryman Marcos Moroni rounding out the starting 15 at fullback. Dallas, led by Agustin Cuca Cavalieri, the Jackals' first-year head coach and former Italy's second row, is assisted by Pumas legend Mario Ledesma. Tucci Cosa Steves provide front row cover with Nelson Faifale and Aguirre as their replacement backs, alongside native Texan Jason Tidwell. Now we take a look at the away starting lineup, brought to you by Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. A week after the Hounds' biggest win in franchise history, head coach Sam Harris has made 3 changes to today's starting 15. One of those on the front row with hooker Hugh Roach unavailable. Lindsey Stevens starts in the number 2 shirt alongside Lerome White and Patty Ryan in the front row. The other 2 changes for Chicago come in the backs, with Michael Basket taking the place of Matai Leusa on the right wing, with last week's star Julian Dominguez on the left. And after a match-winning conversion against Utah, Chris Matina gets his start in place of JP Eloff at fullback. Chicago, led by Sam Harris, the Australian is back in the Lone Star State after previously being the top man in Austin. Coach Harris has opted for the traditional 5-3 split on the reserves bench, with Charlie Abel providing front row cover. Nick Taylor is set to make just his second appearance of the season, and Caleb Strong is back in the matchday 23 for the first time since April. They may have been the biggest fans of Chicago last week. As a result, the SaberCats in the playoffs, and here comes Chicago on the front foot. Less than 5 meters away are the Hounds. Can they build on the momentum from last weekend's victory?
No.
They were impressive throughout the 80 there at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman.
You're fine, thank you. Hey, step boys, last week, thank you.
Zeiss there, trying to defend. Chicago just at that try line, unable to dot it down. Here's the opportunity for the Hounds. Another go around the top side, waiting for the signal from Scott Green.
No hands!
And there it is, Chicago on the board. The Hounds find the first 5.
Great try for the Hounds. It all came from just playing.
Conrado Roura, one of the stars for this Jackals side. He has been the last 2 years. The outside flanker, 6th in the league in tackles, and he has been an absolute force since the day he first set feet in the Lone Star State. Shoot quickly to the breakdown. Machena again, unable to get by Gala. Now Meeks here on the near side, goes to the boot. This one deflected, bouncing around, it's gonna find Jones. McLean Jones with the try, and Chicago has their second.
McLean Jones couldn't believe his luck then. Deflected kick. We're going to have another look at it. It's got the wider angle. Meeks shapes up, tries to put the ball through, and already Gomez Vara was right on top of him. Dallas players not quick enough to react to the deflection.
Sorry, if they were all put on side, if there was a tip on the ball there. So, anything from Justin? Anything there, clear and obvious?
Check with our TMO,
We'll go upstairs.
And you said it, the deflection found him, and he did the rest.
Started with Meeks, great angle, just seeing that kick as he was getting tackled. Came off a Dallas player. Mac Jones was well onside, came from deep.
Dallas just 5 meters out. Chicago trying to get organized defensively, and the pass back. Malanos, a little dummy, has a man. Here comes Moroni, and it's going to be a try for the Jackals. Marcos Moroni has Dallas on the board.
He was complaining of a high tackle. I didn't see it. Just clear that for me. If it's anything more than a penalty, let me know. Otherwise, the try stands advantage over.
Forward pass, it'll eventually find the captain, Campbell. Able to get away from Kubisha.
No, Bree, leave it. Thank you. Off your feet there, mate.
Ryan unable to get free, and this one lost right into the hands of Dallas. It's Kubisha with it. Now Christensen breaks free. Danny Christensen racing for the try, and this is going to tie it for Dallas. The 7-point try, and it's 14-all.
Wow, out miraculously. for Dallas. Kubisha does well just to stay on his feet. The flick pass out the back to Christensen, who had an open try line, and he took it. Dallas, an automatic 7 points as well. It was under the posts. Just a little missed tackle there. You saw Lucati racing in. Christensen had the presence.
Hard to get away from Adrian Boyson. And Campbell has it dislodged. Matina back to recoup possession for Chicago. Here comes Matina weaving his way through. Has the offload, Bryce Campbell. And it's going to be Michael Basco with the try for Chicago. Beautiful stuff from that. You can be sure Sam Harris told his charges he wanted them to strike first in the second half. They have an opportunity to do so. Lerone White just shy of the try line. And this one squirts free.
It's a good turnover, no advantage offside.
Play and get themselves all the way up to the try line.
Cardi quickly taking penalty, puts Chicago.
Lean on him heavily as well.
Cardi able to send it through, and it's Chicago 20, Dallas 14. This match has had just about everything, and there's still over 20 minutes remaining. The question is, who comes away with the victory? Chicago won at home against Dallas earlier this season. Dallas looking to return the favor tonight at Choctaw, and there's going to be a penalty try to the Jackals. Scott Green, the signal underneath the posts, and this will put Dallas. Chenna, who saw yellow in the first half. Basca almost lost it, and you would imagine that's going to be penalty to Chicago, and indeed the case. The match-winning conversion last week at Utah.
Yeah, that looks good, boys.
Matina makes it look easy. It's Chicago 23, Dallas 21. And George Thornton falls forward for an extra meter.
Ball's there. You're offside.
As Matina makes it a 5-point Hounds lead. Chicago 26. Sydney shoot back on as well. We mentioned Michael Duvall. I believe JP Eloff has joined the fray as well for Chicago. Wait for confirmation on that. Mark, you mentioned the leadership. That's what it was going to take. You're seeing that from both sides as Dallas trying to get that driving ball. Dallas waiting for a chance to peel off, trying to get around the side. Krishnan, big tackle from the Malaysian international.
Is he reaching for his pocket again?
He is indeed. And there is another yellow. Trying to see who that was issued to.
That was Duke Krishnan, and I was thinking as he did that, and it's a penalty try as well because the maul was
turned it into points. Campbell tries to submarine underneath. Advantage to Chicago. Meeks has Cardi back in the pocket. The drop goal.
No. Come back offside.
It's been outstanding off the tee. Slots it through, and Chicago has retaken the lead.
Clever play just to wind down the clock rather than go to the line for the line out. Here it goes.
And there's your final whistle. Chicago on the road comes away with a 1-point win. And the Hounds wrap up the season on a 2-game winning streak, a match that had it all tonight.